Good morning and welcome to the fifth online session. Today we're going to have O level, so I need you to please concentrate. This is going to be the 9th unit. Alright, our 9th unit, as you can see, we'll start with some vocab here. As you can see that this is found in the student book page 22 till page 25. Some of the vocabulary that we have in the unit's mainly talking about some sports. Some of the vocabulary which we have here is the first word is diving. And as you can see, diving is swimming underwater to see the creatures wearing some sort of specific suit. And then we have mountain biking, and as you can see, which is riding a bike, some sort of a type of bikes that only works in mountains. Then we have the sport of sailing, and sailing, as you can see in the picture as well, it's the sport of riding a boat and sailing it inside of the water. Then we have kayaking, and kayaking is also, as you can see, riding a specific type of boats that works with those oars together in order for you to walk or be able to move inside the water. Rock climbing, very simple, very easy, as you can see. It's a sport where you have to climb the rocks. And this is zip lining. Here you got to swing on certain types of ropes. This is some sort of new sports as well. Okay, we also have trekking, and trekking is walking for a very long time on foot, specifically in some places like other cities or deserts, something interesting to see. Then we have windsurfing, and this is very simple. You can see it here in the picture, is to ride the surfs using this kind of thing which is working on the wind that makes it move. And this is a tent, a very simple and easy word that we have covered before, where you stay whenever you are in a desert or in camping somewhere in a jungle or in the woods. This is a camel, kind of animal. Humans used to ride this, especially in deserts. It does lots of abilities. And this is the verb climb, is to get up to someone, or to get up to something. And this is carry, is to carry something like a bag or carrying a file or a folder in your hands. This is the verb carry, and the past is carried. Okay. And now I need you to check here. We have some important expressions and prepositions that I want to show you. Just a second. Very good. Okay, so let me read them, because if they're not very obvious, so just let me open the door, the light, sorry. Okay. If you can see here, those are some important expressions and prepositions. The first one is look scary, is to appear to be frightened. Look fun is to look that you have some sort of humorous character, you have some good sense of humor. So much to do when you have lots of things to do. Arrive at is to reach your destination. Leave on is to leave using some sort of vehicle or something, a method of transportation. And travel from is to leave from one point to another. Plan for the future is to make some arrangement for the upcoming events. I'd love to is to express that you would like to do something, and cook a meal is something that we all do in the kitchen. Here are some notes for you to understand when reading or writing something. The word or the preposition in is mainly used with the month and year. For example, we say in 2020 or in 2019, in 2017, and so on and so forth. But the preposition on, as you can see, we're trying to make the camera closer right now. The preposition in, as I said, it's used with the month and the year. Like for instance, or for example, in 2020. But the preposition on is used with the date, for instance, on the 29th of March. The preposition on is also used with the days of the week, like for instance, on Friday. There is a common difference, something that we call misinterpret, that we have to differentiate between both of them. We have arrive in and arrive at. Arrive in is to reach a big place. For instance, arrive in Cairo. Cairo is a big place, so that's why you put the preposition in, you use it with it. Arrive at, this is whenever we're talking about a small place. For instance, it's school. This is a small place, so that's why you give it the preposition at. Then we have another common way of speaking, which is using the verb it is plus the adjective plus to plus the infinitive. And this is when we say, for instance, it's important to eat fish. If we had distributed here, we could see that it here is here, the adjective which is important, and to here, plus the infinitive which is verb eat without any additions, and then the rest of the sentence which is fish. Now let's move again back to our reading passage. We're going to do the reading passage together, and then I would like to ask you to solve the exercise on it. It's going to be very simple. This is in the first lesson in the student book. You can find it on page 23. Alright, just let's minimize the font for a while. See if this is possible. I'll try to do it from the computer. Okay. Here we go. I hope it is. That's not so good. Okay, I believe that you can see it now. Alright, so let's read this together. Hi, Iman. I am in the hub with my family. There's so much to do here. This afternoon, we're going to go trekking in the mountains. I'm not going to try rock climbing, it's too scary. Tomorrow, we're going to try windsurfing in the morning, and in the afternoon, we're going to go diving. We're not going to go kayaking, there is no time. Love, Reem. And as I said, that this could be found, this passage, in page 23. This is going to be on the first lesson. We have some words here that you could find the translation of it, which is numbered. Like for instance, windsurfing, mountains, go trekking, all the vocabulary numbered and translated here, as you can see. On the second lesson, which can be found on page 24, My Trekking Adventure by Ahmed. Next year, I'm going to go trekking across Sinai. It's going to be a big adventure. I'm going to travel nearly 500 kilometers through mountains from Rashitan to Serbet al-Khadim. I'm going to sleep in a tent and stay with Bedouin families. I'm going to have a guide to help me find the way and a camel to carry food and water. The journey is going to take me 43 days. For now, we have finished the 9th unit. I need you, my dear students, to solve the exercises in the workbook section. As long as to try to take care of the important expressions and prepositions. The rest of them in the book, you'll find a couple of other that you need to read. Take very good care of the usage of the prepositions in the notes. Solve the exercise and wait for the other session so that I will solve the rest of the exercises and give you the correct answers with you. Thank you so much for attending this session. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.